Yo, what is up, everybody? Jumpin here, and today I am back on some Dragon Age Origins. In our last episode, we killed the High Dragon on Nightmare mode. It was a total bitch. He killed Win, but she came back to life. But that's besides the point. Alright, so we should be able to finish up the Urn of Sacred Ashes quest line in this episode. And we have to talk to, I think his name is the Guardian. He guards the urn. Alright, let's do this.
I bid you welcome, pilgrim. You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy.
Uh-oh.
Still, you must prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The Gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not...
Vague much?
Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. Balin's machinations led to Trian's death and your exile. You allowed this to happen. Do you think you failed Trian?
I guess maybe?
Thank you. That is all I wish to know.
You are too hard on yourself. No one's perfect.
Is there any religion that does not thrive upon guilt, like a glutton at his lunch? No, I thought not.
Accept your failings, but do not let them govern your life.
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
Ask your question, Guardian. I am ready.
You are ever the advisor, ready with a word of wisdom. Do you wonder if you spout only platitudes, burned into your mind in the distant past? Perhaps you are only a tool, used to spread the word of the Circle and the Chantry. Does doubt ever chip away at your truths?
You frame the statement in the form of a question, yet you already know our answers. There is no sense in hiding, is there? Yes, I do doubt at times. Only the fool is completely certain of himself.
And you, Morrigan, Flemeth's daughter, what?
Begone, spirit. I will not play your games.
I will respect your wishes. The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
Well, alright then. That was very rude of Wynn. I don't know if you guys caught that, but Alistair was talking and then all of a sudden, like, she cut him off. Like, I didn't really understand that. That must have been a glitch. But whatever. Alright, so, I hate this part. Alright, so I have to remember what to do here. We have to talk to each of these people and choose the right answer. It doesn't matter if you don't get the right answer, because all you have to do is fight an enemy. And it might be better that way, because you could get experience, obviously, so... It's whatever, though. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pick the right answer, if possible.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
Shit. Let's go with dreams?
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Yeah! Alright, so let's do this one.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
Huh. I don't know. I want to say wind, but it could be a tune. Okay, let's say a tune.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
Alright.
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Well, this is the easiest fucking one ever.
Yes, my husband Hessarian would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
That's right! Alrighty.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
I would have to imagine that is home.
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
Well, okay.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
Now, I really don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to guess. He says something about white, so I'm gonna say clouds.
That
Damn
is
it!
not of what I speak.
Alright, I was trying to do them all perfect,
well.
but it's whatever. Oh, shit! Asshole! Alright, well, that's that.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
Jealousy, that's what I'm thinking.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
Okay. We have 2 left. Let's hope we can get these right.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword. Comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Ooh. Hunger.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Teventer Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done, and knew the Makers smiled on us.
Alright, so I really want to know, though, what was the right answer to the one I failed? Because, obviously, I might fail this one, but if I get that one right, then that would mean I did pretty damn good. But I do want to know what the other one was.
She wields the broken sword, and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
That's gotta be Mercy. It has to be Mercy.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and Mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Alrighty, well, the door is open now. Coming up soon, we're gonna have to fight like some doppelgangers. Oh, that is an annoying fight.
Greetings, my exiled brother. I would lament your fate, but why should I? You have been cast out to walk the surface, whereas I... But I am too hard on you. Balin made fools of us both. Were I a spectator, I would applaud him for his clever manipulations. However, I find it hard for me to remain unbiased in this regard. My brother, I know you are haunted by shame and regret. Let the past stay in the past. Take this and use it well. I give you this and my blessing. Remember me.
Alright, I don't remember what he gives you. It might be like a necklace or something. Let's take a look. Yeah, I think it might be this. I can't really remember what it is, but... Oh, well, I don't really know. It doesn't really matter. If I remember right, it wasn't that good anyway, so whatever. Alright, here comes the fight. Oh, it sucks so much. Alright, first of all, take out your warden right away. If you do not in this fight, you will probably be destroyed. Secondly, oh shit. Alright, let's take out Alistair second, just because he's the tank. Die, bitch! Ugh. I'm just gonna go ahead and use a potion real quick. We'll go after her next. What up? I'm gonna stun you. I always wanted to cut you, bitch. Kill her! Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure they're based around your stats and your weapons and your skills. I'm not too sure, though. Alright, well, enough is enough. They are dead. That was really easy, honestly, but I've had trouble with that fight before. It just depends. Like, sometimes, like, let's say my warden came up to me, he would just wreck my entire party because my warden's so overpowered. It's pretty ridiculous. I hate this fucking part.
Looks like there's only one way forward.
Oh. What the fuck? How the hell did that happen? Alright guys, so I have finished the bridge, but this is really strange. I've never done it this way before. I have these two standing over here, and my warden's not doing shit. He's just standing still over there, not on a platform. But yet I can cross the bridge. This is very strange. Whatever. Like I said, there's actually a lot of different ways you can do that, so don't worry if it just takes some time. It didn't take me that long, but I did decide to edit that out because it's just stupid. Alright, now there is this last one, this last little trial is so fucking stupid. You would imagine that, you know, we've been through some trials. They've been easy so far, let's be honest, but you would imagine the last one would probably be the hardest one. But it's the fucking easiest one out of all of them. It just doesn't make no damn sense. Blah, 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 blah. It basically tells you that, it tells you what to do. It's like, yeah, remove all your equipment and walk through the fire. Okay. There we go! It's just that simple.
You have been through the trials of the Gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, Pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
Well, alright. What's nice is that you do get all your equipment automatically re-equipped, because that would be really fucking annoying if you had to go through everybody putting it back on. Thank you, BioWare. I appreciate it. Fucking epic, though. There it is, guys. That's what we done all this crap for.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place. But here she is.
I stand in awe. Really.
I could not have asked for a greater honor than to be here. I will never forget this feeling.
Okay, so yada yada yada. Yes, we're gonna take, a little bit of the ashes. We're not. Well, you don't get the other options, like the Reaver option to. I think you have to pour some blood or something in there. It like totally like fucks up the ashes some way or how. I can't remember, but you only get that option if you take that option. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah. Alrighty. Epic music too, man. Alright, so there's some stuff we can grab. There's some chests. Let's see.
No.
Ah, I can't open it. That must be a very high level chest. Here's another one.
What now?
Alright, I was able to open that. We can pretty much leave up out of here now. They have these doors that lead you back to the mountainside, and then we can take a path somewhere that will lead us to the world's map. And yeah, we are going to be going back to Red Cliff now to give the ashes to Eamon. And hopefully everything's gonna work out. He's gonna wake up. His son's still alive. His wife's still alive. I think we did a pretty good job, personally. Alright, well, I will see you guys in Red Cliff in a moment. Alright, guys, so I am now officially back in Red Cliff Castle. Let's go ahead and talk to this one guy. I can't remember his name. Yeah, Tegan. What's up, Tegan? I got the ashes!
You return. Might you have news? Unchanged, I'm afraid. We've tried more magical healing, but nothing works. As time passes, I become more and more convinced the urn might be our only hope.
I have found the urn.
You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Oh shit, I dropped the ashes! Ah! Wouldn't that be a bitch, though? Damn.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He lives, though many others are dead. There is much to tell you, husband.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it.
Well, alright. You're gonna learn something today, Eamon.
This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, you have not only saved my life, but kept my family safe as well. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service?
Take the reward! Because what this will do, this will actually, I believe, give you a talent point to spin. So, that is fucking awesome. It's pretty much the same as using one of those books or tomes. So take the reward. Sometimes people, I know a lot of people actually, that would never take the reward because they're like, hey, I'm a good guy. I don't need a reward, right? No, take it always. Let's see. If you like, I won't eject. See, like, this isn't a bad thing, but they kind of present it in a way where it's kind of like, you look at it, and it's just a little greedy,
Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
Well, thank you so much. You give me my talent point, you give me the shield. You are awesome.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Cailan, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end.
Let's see here.
We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn. I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred. Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing.
Well, I say yes, but I always had a problem with this. And I always had a big problem with this. He talks about how there is no proof of what Loghain did. That's true, I guess. I mean, they don't really have evidence. They might have some credibility. But the alternative is to basically make Alistair the king, right? And only, like, Eamon really knows the truth about Alistair being the son of the former king or whatever the fuck, or the brother of Cailan, all that shit. There's no such thing as DNA evidence. How does anyone else, will believe that? Like, it could just be some bullshit. I never understood that part of this game. I really never did. And, I mean, maybe you guys could explain it with some lore. I know a lot of you guys are really into it. And I'm not big into lore all that much myself. I love the story, but I don't, like, go out of my way to really find out every little bit of information about a game. I'm just not like that. But that was always a little bit of a loophole I didn't really understand. Alright, but let's go ahead and say, of course!
Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him.
Uh-oh.
Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I have done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
I really can't remember what's best to say. I think that this might affect your approval/disapproval rate. But I don't know. I want to be nice, okay?
Oh? That is unexpected. And what would you have me do? As the injured party, my ability to see the merciful path is strained.
You know, honestly, I think this is the best. I'm going to say this.
True enough, and wisely said. Jowan, I hereby turn you over to the Tower of the Circle of Magi. May the Maker have mercy on your soul.
Thank you, my lord.
That's right.
Now, back to the matter of the landsmeet. We should head to Denerim as soon as possible. I can delay that, however, if you have other plans.
I would prefer not giving Loghain time to consider, but it is up to you. I do not wish to go to Denerim unless you are with me.
Okay, so I'm imagining that he's going to take me there right away. I'm going to say that for the next episode, so yeah, give me some time.
As you wish. It will take time for the news to spread, and I can use the interim to get my forces organized. Please tell me when you wish to leave. Until then, you have the run of Redcliffe.
Well, thank you very much. Now, there is actually, like, I think you can open it now. He has, like, Eamon's Vault. I think it's on the second floor. You have to look for it. And you can get a pretty badass shield, if I remember, if you raid that vault. I can't remember if you have to do anything else or just complete the quest and it's open for you. It's whatever. But anyway, guys, this is pretty much the end of this episode. In the next episode, we will start the Landsmeet quest line. We have to do a lot of main quest, mini quest kind of things for the Landsmeet. So, of course, that's basically just a lot more episodes. But it's whatever. I do hope you will like this video for me and favorite it and subscribe and do all that kind of stuff. But besides all that, I hope you guys have a nice day and peace out.